to the Batmobile. Let's go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
What's up? Long time no see. Basement Banter episode 89, part 2, Thor Brian. Let's do it. San Diego Comic-Con 2017. Episode part 1, 89 part 1. Yep. That was the trailers for San Diego Comic-Con. So you can watch that at your leisure. This is news and other ... Valerian review part, right? Mm-hmm. So let's get into the news aspect. We like animated movies from DC.
Usually.
Right, for the most part. We got Batman and Harley Quinn coming out pretty soon. The next two movies coming out after that are Batman Gotham by Gaslight. You familiar with Batman Gotham by Gaslight?
No.
It's a Victorian era story.
Oh my goodness.
Where Batman is tracking down and investigating Jack the Ripper.
Holy cow.
Sounds cool.
It does.
I'm into it. Let's go. If it's another like Elseworld, like God of Monsters, was that what it was
Gods
called?
and Monsters.
Gods and Monsters? Yeah, something like that. Okay, die on me. It's okay.
Wow.
And then they're going to do another Suicide Squad movie called Hell to Pay. Yep, Hell to Pay. I'm cool with both. They didn't announce directors or voice actors or anything. They just announced the movies. But the Gotham by Gaslight sounds intriguing for sure.
That we've had one Elseworld story and it was solid. I like Elseworld stories like conceptually. It's fun.
Yeah, I do too. It's nice because you don't have to see anything prior or afterwards. It's just a standalone. Standalones are nice in this world of universes and shared universes, and you have to see 50 million films to see the next film. Mm-hmm. It's nice just to be able to watch something and be like, that was nice. Let's move on with life.
Take it for what it is. Enjoy it. Don't. Whatever.
Right. Similar to the movie we're going to review later. So Doctor Doom's going to get his own movie. Any interest in that?
No.
They're pretty much... I swear they're only doing this to keep the rights.
Well, or to make us mad.
If they make a Doctor Doom movie, I think they keep the rights to Doom and the Fantastic Four and everything just by making a Doctor Doom movie.
Ugh.
It's going to be awful. Guaranteed. So you know that crap Gifted trailer we watched?
Oh, yeah.
That's not going to tie in with the movies. It's not going to cross over. So rest assured that crap will slay on its own. Young Justice, Outsiders, Young Justice Season 3. Guess what that's going to be seen on? DC streaming service.
Oh, man.
Exclusively.
Oh, man.
But guess how many episodes it's going to be?
How many?
26.
Holy moly.
And they're going to have a new team. There's going to be a time jump, just like Season 1 and 2. So 2 and 3, there'll be a time jump.
Okay.
So you still have Robin, Blue Beetle, Arsenal, but they're going to add Static Shock, Spoiler, which if that's the same Spoiler I'm thinking of, Stephanie Brown, then that would be with the purple cape. You didn't see the picture that I'm talking about, so you have no idea what I'm speaking of. There's a couple other people in there too. I'm curious. I'm curious. But I don't have DC streaming service, and if it costs money, there's no way I'm doing that.
There's no way we know someone who has DC streaming service.
No. I don't even know if it's available yet, because it doesn't come out till 2018. So there's another downer aspect.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes, all of that. What else we got? Oh, some news we just got right before we came on. Michelle Pfeiffer is going to be Janet Van Dyke in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Something like
that. But yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer, Scarface's girl, Catwoman from the 90s. The good Catwoman, exactly. Exactly. The couch said the good Catwoman, and the couch is correct. Yeah, so we got that coming. That's something to look forward to. Probably. That movie comes out soon-ish. Next summer?
I can't keep track of this stuff anymore.
Thor, Black Panther, Avengers. No. Thor, Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers, Infinity War. I think that's it. I can't keep track of all the lineups myself.
That's what I'm saying.
Although speaking of lineups, DC announced for sure Shazam movie starting.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman 2 for sure happening.
Mm-hmm.
And Flash, which the name of the Flash movie is called Flashpoint.
Ooh.
Now, why is this interesting? If you aren't familiar with the Flashpoint storyline, number one, watch Flashpoint Paradox, the animated movie.
Very good.
There you go. Or read the comic, less likely, so watch the movie. Flash pretty much resets the timeline with his speed.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially. That's basic. That's it. There's no more really to go into. I mean, there's a lot more to go into, but we're not going down that rabbit hole.
Watch that movie.
Exactly. So Flash resets the timeline. Now, why would this be of importance? Well, if you haven't been paying attention, there's this whole kerfuffle going on with Batman and Warner Brothers and Matt Reeves, the director, and is Ben Affleck not going to play Batman anymore, which is going to make the couch very happy. Matt Reeves wants to do more of an origin story for Batman, but have a younger Batman. So if they did one where he was like 20, 30 versus where he's like 50 now, so you'd have to use a different Batman. So you couldn't use Ben Affleck for that.
Right.
So there's all these rumors and speculation and stuff flying about the interwebs. And Ben Affleck came out today, said pretty much like, we're not talking about any of that. Like, we're ever have fun. I'm Batman. He pretty much tried to put it to rest. But there's definitely something fishy going on. And them wanting to maybe use Flashpoint as a reset
Right.
for certain things might not be bad. It might not be bad. It'd be weird, though, if they don't reset anything except Batman.
Well, they'll probably reset at least a couple of
Because you think
things.
they're not going to set Wonder Woman because Gal Gadot's killing it. Everyone loves her. Ezra Miller, like we talked about in the last video, stole the trailer. Cyborg, they could. Nobody would care. They could add new people.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess it's very interesting that that's the name of the Flash movie, though. Especially after all the mess the Flash movie's gone through. That's gone through, what, 5 directors?
Yeah.
6 directors? So, talk about, what were we talking about with, Ready Player One?
Yeah,
The
jeez.
development hell that went through at points. Flash has gone through even more. So, we'll see.
And that's just basically a death knell for most movies. It's just pretty much, that's...
Well, DC's in a weird place,
Yeah.
They finally got traction with Wonder Woman, and they got Justice League coming out next, which people were very trepidatious about. Now with Josh Whedon taking over and Zack Snyder stepping aside, people are loving the trailer that came out at Comic-Con. So now the hype machine's moving forward.
Right.
And then Justice League's a good movie. Like they say in sports, winning cures everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Teammates don't get along. Everyone hates the head coach. You start winning. All that stuff seems to go away. So let's just see if they keep winning, if all this stuff just seems to go away. Skrulls in Captain Marvel as the main villains. Interesting news because we all assume that the Skrulls were owned by Fox because they're mostly a Fantastic Four villain.
Okay.
The Skrulls are like, they infiltrate Earth and they take not the shape of people, but they like impersonate people.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
They've been in
that.
they've been in the animated shows
Yeah.
a bunch, the Skrulls and Super Skrull and stuff like that. So everyone's wanted them. We've got the Kree now. Everyone's waiting for Skrulls. Now that we got Skrulls coming to Captain Marvel, as the main villains, I'm very intrigued by that news. I cannot wait for Thor Ragnarok because I have a feeling it's going to be a jump-off point for a lot of things coming, especially galactically, which I don't even know is a word, but I just used. So, I don't know. Iron Fist is getting a second season. Game of Thrones.
All right.
There were some trailers we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
In the trailer part, Game of Thrones had like a minute trailer about what was coming next. It looks crazy. What else? Stranger Things had a trailer. A bunch of stuff had trailers, but we just didn't cover all of them. We gave you 9 great trailers to talk. Well, we gave you 7 pretty good, 6 solid, 5 good trailers to talk about in the last part 1. Of this
Yeah,
episode.
but that gifted trailer.
Whoo, boy.
It's good.
That really sticks out to you, doesn't it?
Oh,
I already covered the no
man.
crossover thing, right?
Might as well be Supergirl.
That had a trailer too, season 3.
Really?
Yeah, so did Gotham, so did Arrow, so did all the shows that we don't watch. Flash, the TV show.
That's
Trying to think of other things we don't watch. Walking Dead had a trailer. We don't watch that. We don't watch a lot of things.
It feels like there was a lot of TV show trailers.
You know, Rick and Morty season premieres next Sunday.
We're gonna have to add that since we never finished Ash from the Evil Dead versus the Evil Dead, whatever.
Why would you even say that?
Because we didn't.
You know what? Let's talk about Valerian.
Really?
We covered all the news-ish stuff.
Sweet.
So let's talk about Valerian. We both actually saw Valerian separate times, separate days. No, on the same day, separate times.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to each other, we both went and saw Valerian. Haven't seen Spider-Man. Haven't seen War for the Planet of the Apes. We're awful people. But we've seen Valerian. You want to start with Valerian? I want you to start with Valerian.
Visually,
Yeah.
pretty darn solid.
Okay.
Acting wasn't terrible.
At parts.
The writing was pretty darn rough.
Was it based on, is this based on a comic book, graphic novel, or a novel?
I think a novel.
Yeah, see, because then I thought I read it said comic book series.
Well, and I could be wrong. Don't tell me
We're grasping at straws over here. I think comic book series, whatever. Either way, whatever it's based on, like you said, visually stunning.
Yeah.
Story-wise, plot-wise,
It was rough.
it was a good movie. It was a good movie. It was not a great movie. It was an okay movie. Solid movie. Solid.
I think
like
you'll
solid.
facepalm at least once watching it.
Yeah, maybe. Cara Delevingne and Dane, is it Dane DeHaan? Is that his name? Yeah, let's go with that. The two leads, their chemistry was off at certain times. Certain times it seemed right. Certain times it seemed weird. Certain times it seemed just awful.
Well, and their characters switched too much for my liking.
Yeah, it was.
Like, they went from having one type of personality and being one kind of person to a different kind of person because the scenario required it.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. You know, there was just parts of that movie that were just.
Like, a great example for this movie would be, so that beginning scene,
Yeah.
Their first mission.
Yep. When they're in the giant, or in
The desert.
in the giant, yeah, in the 3 dimensions.
That was honestly really solid.
That was good. That was
You
good
learned
stuff.
who they were.
Yep.
You kind of got a feel for everything.
Yeah.
It was interesting, good world building, good on most fronts. But literally right after we left there, it's like their characters...
You mean like when then they went back to Alpha, didn't they?
Right.
Yeah, that was the Alpha thing was cool. How it started as like the space station for like the United States.
Yeah.
And then all these worlds.
The lore behind this thing is pretty cool too.
It is. I would like to see. I hope it does well enough for a second iteration. I wish I would have seen Dunkirk.
Me too.
That's what I wish I would have seen. It was sold out. That show, it was Valerian or Dunkirk. The showing in Dunkirk that we were closest to was sold out, so we went with Valerian. I'm not disappointed that I saw Valerian because I really wanted to see Valerian,
right.
and I did like the movie. But I think Dunkirk would have been a much better movie. Everything I've heard about the Dunkirk is amazing.
Right.
But this isn't a Dunkirk review. This is a Valerian review. And like you said, it was visually amazing. The characters, the world building, they set that up very nicely. Lots of species in there.
I will give it this good point. Wherever the origin materials from comic book, novel, what have you, it makes me more interested to go back and check that out because I think that would be better than what the movie was.
I'd want to go back to this universe.
Right.
This story, meh.
Right.
But the universe that they presented me with, I would like to return to for more adventures.
Which makes sense why they made a movie on it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. I mean, it definitely could have been better. And there's some major plot awfulness. Just
Rihanna was hilarious in it.
Rihanna was good.
She was so funny.
The world needs more Rihannas.
She was in, like, not that much of the movie.
Barely any. And I mean, she really seemed like it was like Rihanna in the movie.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of off-putting. It was good though. It was a solid part of the movie, but it was
awful, but it was so funny.
it was so awful. It was good.
No, it was just awful, but
pretty awful.
it was funny.
She was just her, but it was good.
Can I spoiler? Can I?
Yeah,
the last one.
Yeah.
My favorite part with Rihanna is when she dies. Spoiler.
Yeah.
And then she transforms back into Rihanna from the alien she was, and then she's like wearing like a weird Egyptian-ish costume.
She was.
And she's like, "You can have my kingdom," and it's like, what the fuck is happening right now?
She was wearing like a
And then
pharaoh.
she turns to dust. She turns to dust. Like, it just was like out of nowhere. No idea what the hell was happening. I'm just like, are we in the same movie still? Like, what the hell? It's like turned into a music video. I don't know what's going on.
It was pretty rough. It was. They were like I said. There were parts of that movie where you're like you said, you're gonna facepalm at least once. But no, a solid movie. Like, go. I don't know if I can recommend going to see in the theater. Yeah,
I would
for the
only-
visual
right.
the visual spectacle that it
Because
is.
a movie that's mostly visual appeal
go see
is
it in the
better.
theater.
Like the couch is gonna go see it in IMAX. That's the way to kind of do it, you know. Because IMAX doesn't make the story better; it makes what you're looking
the
at
visual
better. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what matters, really. And that's what
for
this movie has.
definitely. For this movie, definitely. I mean, the aliens were cool. They had a lot of different species and stuff, like a lot of different species. That's what I said. The world,
and they were all very neat.
Yeah, they all had their own little thing. You know what I mean? The world they set up, I hope we get to go back to. It all depends on how it performs.
Right.
Dunkirk is going to crush it, but if it can at least beat...
Yeah, can you imagine going up against...
If it can at least beat War for Planet of the Apes and Spider-Man and come in second to Dunkirk, which is going to slaughter this weekend...
Oh, yeah.
Probably already has. Let's say Saturday. The numbers are probably already out for the weekend. But either way, like if it can just come in second to Dunkirk, there's a strong chance we might see another one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they set it up. They definitely could. They set it up for.
I mean, it's
more.
supposed to feel like it's very like Flash Gordon serial-esque, where it's like the next one. It doesn't really matter because there can be another adventure without it being weird.
Right. Well, I wish I knew the source material better because we might be completely off, and this is like a finite story that has no sequel to it. So maybe let us know that in the comment section. We would like to hear.
And where it's actually from, if it's a comic, or a book.
Graphic novel, or novel.
And worth checking out if you are so inclined.
Yeah, leave all that. Just write a novel in our comment section about all the things we ask questions on because we don't know. That's it. That's part 2. Episode 89. Check out episode 89, part 1, the trailer part. This was news and other ... Valerian review. I'm Thor, that's Brian. And until the next video, you know what to do, and you know where to do it. Deuces. If you like what you just saw, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like our videos, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and like our Facebook page.